right, YouTube. Look at these guys.
So
Look at these
Bully
guys.
Max is a vitamin supplement that helps them build muscle faster.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm definitely gonna put the Kangles on that and the bigger dogs, but I'm thinking about giving that little dude a dose of them too. I'm like, why not?
Right, you might as well make a little mini super soldier.
Yeah.
Look at them, they're having a good time. So what we do on YouTube is we had a orange cone that used to sit out here so that we can identify our street here, that guy. But now you can barely see him anymore. So we are switching to a vertical panel. And we're gonna slap that guy on there. So now that we can see it on our way coming down here, because anybody who lives out here know it'd be pitch black.
Touching the ground, but
now that is gonna be a lot more visible.
let's see, I'll knock it down a little more. Why not? Look at him, bro. Not a care in the world.
Carbone said, dang.
Did you just see that?
Dang, I saw it.
And then he tried to play it off. I never seen a damn dog do a frontwards flip. He just did. And then got up and kept pushing.
Now we're gonna go ahead and continue our hike. Take a walk down the street. I call him CC now. Crazy Carbone is he's leading the pack.
Oh, we gonna see that, bro. We gonna see that.
Nice and visible.
Come on, Mac.
Mac trying to figure out what's happening. He said it's hot. I done ran around with this dude.
Ready and willing to chase down whatever needs to be chased down. That's what I got.
The ground is definitely already better than yesterday. I feel like the sun is gonna help solidify this a little bit more as the day goes on. It's supposed to be, as y'all can see, it's not a cloud in the sky, and it's supposed to be sunny all day. I need it. It was a partly cloudy day, so, and then from the rain, so my solar batteries they need a charge. They need to charge. They need the charge. So, Leatherman 47's family has finally seen how dirty the dogs have become in our little walk.
You might as well say so. He saw mud and lost his damn mind.
Mac Tack,
Right here on this corner right here. He just
and then
acted
Judah,
like
she
a damn fool.
looked like Judah found a spot she likes. Oh, what's she?
Look at Judah. So we put that VP so it should be a lot easier and more easy to see where we're at now. And look at Mac. Mac, it looked like his instincts are kicking in too.
Judah is obsessed with these lizards, y'all.
Judah, come on, man.
She is just like, I gotta investigate
Come on, baby.
this creature.
And this dude, my wife's like, what are you doing? He saw mud and lost it.
Yeah, it's crazy how they know that that's the best way to cool off too.
Kicking in. There's a lot of grass behind your RV, bro. Like, I mean, you got your little patch spots with the sage, but there's a lot of grass.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
You see that?
I ain't pay attention to it until we got over here.
There's a lot of grass, man. You see Carbone running out there, he don't give a damn how small he is. He's literally putting it on the front line.
Right.
Like, what are you? Where are you? Come on, show yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not thinking about that. That's the thing. That's one of the wonderful things about having a dog. I like it because they can hear what I can't and they can smell what I can't.
Right.
Their senses are awesome.
She is not playing about these lizards.
Enjoying herself. That's what I want.
Beautiful morning, beautiful hike. We back. to the property. Those two still over there hanging out. There it come. But let's see what Little Southwest Homestead is building. Let's see what Pua's making here.
You gotta get her talking. Explain what you made, Pua.
So what do we call it? What is this?
Y'all gotta do the accent, man. What the hell y'all doing?
I recorded it.
Oh, you did?
Looks like a bunch of bricks, pallets,
It's a platform.
and a top.
It's a platform for cooking and storage of pipes and.
It's a utility station.
There we go.
Utility
My wife even tried to pull off
station.
the damn accent.
Protection from the rain with the
Protection from the rain utility station. All right, y'all. It is later in the day. Took a little break, but went and took a walk. Y'all saw early. Took a walk. Everything is great. But now I'm working on my trenches. I got to redo them because sand blew in there. As you can see, I end up digging up quite a bit of the sage, and then I'm gonna scoop it all into a pile, so that way I can have it, save it later for compost. But I'm gonna dig the trenches out to go all the way out there to the back, and then I'm gonna make them come around here and meet. And basically that's gonna be the start, because that's where I'm gonna end up planting some of my trees. So then that way, when I release my gray water, yes, we use the bio-friendly soaps. We don't use anything chemical. Good for the environment. So when we release the gray water, it'll water the plants. As you see grass popping up over there because it's liking the moisture. So that is the plan. But even before I do that, I'm gonna tilt up my solar panels here really quick to get them in the right position. And that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're doing today. We ain't got no money, but we sure can do other projects. Yeah, that was a good workout. All right, so here's the trench area. I know it's not super even yet, but this is how it's going to go for now. And the plan is to plant a tree here in this vicinity, maybe one lot right here in the middle, and another one over here on this end. And then I also considered right here within the square some other type of vegetation, but of course I got to either A, do something with this dirt, or B, probably just smooth it out and use it to my advantage. Because the wonderful thing is, although the very top of this is sand, right? But notice, you get down a few inches, it's straight clay, as you can see. This is not bad at all, y'all. Whoa, way there, oh, living on a prayer. That's what I'm listening to. I like different kinds of music. Whew, I'm tired. All right, y'all. So there it is. That's my trench project. Right here, I think what I'm gonna do, because I'm not done yet. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and continue to do some cleanup. So I'm gonna continue to clean up some more of this sage and basically make like a small little compost pile. I got some sage, some old sage, way over yonder, by the pallets way over there. Thinking about taking a wagon, going to get it, bringing it over here, and maybe adding it to my compost bucket. And then I also got food. I need a bigger bin, y'all. I need a bigger bin for compost. I need a nice size one because I'm trying to keep the food scraps and reuse the food scraps and do the same. And I'm kind of hoping too that in the compost something start to grow. Real talk, when cherries start busting out, hey, I will take it. As you can see, the truck is gone. The wife and them went to make a few runs. The roads are better, so she shouldn't have no issue. Well, didn't have no issues getting out. She hit me up just to make sure. Whew. It's hot, but nice. You see that? It's my cooler. You know what I got in that cooler? I've got tea. My tea. So I might sit down, y'all, take a break, drink some tea, have a chat, maybe check the comments from the last video and see if there's some I might be able to respond to on this one. I know it's a lot of y'all that follow us who don't like how we move, don't like how we go about learning this and handling this. I'm gonna tell you something. I get it. When you think about a lot of things in life, it's a lot of times where on the outside looking in, the solution will come to you like it ain't nothing, right? Heck, us sitting down watching the video, bing, then it pops up. You know what I mean? So you gotta understand, these videos ain't lie. But some of y'all, a lot of y'all give great advice. I love it. Some of y'all be getting mad like I'm effing over your acre or something. Like if you that angry and it bothers you that much, I mean, I know some of you care, right? I'm not mad that you care. But some of y'all just, I don't know what it is. I mean, you know, Lord willing that you don't feel insignificant in life, and Lord willing you know, a lot of us watch a lot of YouTube videos. And I used to be one of those ones on the couch that felt like I've researched so much and I've watched so much that, you know what I'm saying, I'll be in the comment section, hey, you should have did this and should have did and should have, could have, should have. And then now that I'm out here living on the grid, some stuff is easier said than done. You know, nobody got a fat bank account just waiting for somebody's idea, then they just go make the giant purchase and make it happen. Now, some of y'all suggestions be right. I'm not saying it's not right. Some of y'all be correct. But again, you got to have patience. We ain't loaded with money, you know, and we went ahead and we put the Amazon wish list out because a lot of you have requested it, and, you know, I had to do a little bit of growing up and allow some assistance and allow people who want to invest. You know, you got to remember that it is still people in this world who believes in supporting, you know. So I take that. You know what I'm saying? It's called humbling down. So never done an Amazon wish list before, so I did my best. I hope I did it right. It is looking short, so I don't know if that means that stuff has been purchased or not, but if so, thank you. If not, that's okay. At least y'all can see our goals, right? Nobody has to do this, you know. And people keep suggesting that I put my Cash App, and I'm hesitant because, don't get me wrong, I like that everybody wants to support, and I know that y'all, some of you care, you know, to make sure that we all right, you know. And listen, I get there, but for now, ain't nobody here to take y'all money, man. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all watching and giving us advice and just going through this whole adventure with us, and the fact that, you know, all praises, we're inspiring other people to go through the same challenge is fantastic. Like I said, I told y'all in the last video, I met other neighbors, and one of them seems like they worse off than we could ever be. But man, the happiness in their face and the humbleness. Like that lady car is stuck all the way in the mud, and she looked like she ain't have a care in the world. She was smiling and laughing and giggling, and you know what she said to me? That's all right. It ain't like I gotta go to a job in the morning. I was like, I'll shut up. I said, I'll shut my trap. Who am I to say anything to anybody who's where I'm trying to get to? And then, too, I learned what satisfies some people may not satisfy us. And we got to be okay with what other people are okay with, you know? Like, and that's one of the things I'm learning, too. I can have a lot to say. I can have a lot of opinions. I can feel like, man, all of these dang ants went in there and contaminated my plant water. Oh my, look at all of these. These flying ants are everywhere. I mean, everywhere. I wonder what they're doing. I'm sorry, y'all. That threw me all the way off. You got to say it with the Lisa Perez accent. All the way off. Man. Rosie Perez. I'm sorry, I said Lisa Perez. Y'all. I'm tired. But, yeah, this is interesting. Look at this. I don't know what's happening. That is so interesting. But, you know, whatever. And they're all over the tent. But y'all know what I'm saying. So my watch says I burned 707 calories because I've been working out for the better part of an hour and 7 minutes, which is digging and doing the trench. It don't seem like it when it's on when it's on time lapse, huh? That's like, man, he just went in there and just did. Man, I did time lapse because imagine y'all, an hour and something video. I mean, I'm pretty sure some of y'all would probably sit and watch it, but be quite honest, I wouldn't put y'all through it. And the reason being, I don't make super long videos because I want y'all to have time to check out my homestead homies. That is exactly why. So I don't want to do that to y'all. So let's see what's going on the last video. Let's see what comments we can. So this one, I learned all sorts of things watching off-grid channels. I learned real life issues. Today's lessons with vehicles issues is useful information. Even though I don't have a truck yet, love watching your journey. See, Stephanie always got something positive. Stephanie, I think, even jumped in there and defended us against angry people who watch our footage because they expect every YouTube video to be experts who already got it together and already got it nailed down and endless amounts of funds to make everything happen exactly as it would if it was some sort of TV show, right? We gonna keep going, young man. I like these videos. See what I'm saying? Love it, love it, love it. They know I'm new. They watch. This is how you know they pay attention to the videos because they know we brand new. We know we don't know it all, and we also know that people sitting there on the couch because we were you don't know it all. It makes sense while sitting there, but I kid you not. Once you get out here, it changes a lot of things. Yes, fence is priority. Fence. And I agree. But when you can't afford a fence, I've just learned methods of still keeping the cows and stuff away. And guess what that's been? The dogs, right? A lot of my neighbors been off grid that I've met yesterday, been off grid for 4+ years. In fact, the one that was off grid 4 years literally just got a fence. And that's because he wanted to, right? But for the most part, they've been easily able to keep the cows away simply from shoeing them or just having a dog or something like that. You know what I mean? And once you have a dog and he start crapping and peeing everywhere, guess what? No coyotes. Because I haven't been hearing coyotes since we had the dogs. I mean, you hear them woo, woo, woo and stuff like that. But for the most part, they cowards. You flash the light at them and you see their eyes reflect and they see you, they turn around and they run. You know what I mean? And then my kids don't be out at night. So I'm not worried then. And then my kids is always in our sight. And then when they are deciding to be outside, sometimes if we're not measuring something and, you know, we got Leatherman 47, everybody keeping a watch. But most of the time they chilling off in here. As far as snakes, I'm going to be straight up. We did our preventative measures. But to be quite honest, I have not seen none since that one. Have not seen none. I saw a baby scorpion for the first time. And guess what he did when he heard my foot plump? He ran the other way. Now, of course, we don't want the kids just willy-nillying around and everything else like that until we truly make sure things are secure. But one thing a lot of you all been telling me is have faith and trust in the Most High. Of course, that not being an excuse to be neglectful, but that is a reason to, while being careful, not to be fearful to the point where you're crippled and you can't live and you can't make decisions and you're always flinching and you can't enjoy a sunset and you can't enjoy some mountains. All right. So next one, I love these videos. Thank you so much. Feel like a mosquito. Wamalai, Yamalai. I can't say your name, sis. But the keep on going on, young man, is Lisa Price. See, it's always good to show the trials. I love when Seven Sigma does it. Thank you for sharing. P.S. Your wife is sweet and you are hilarious. Tell them ants to go and get. Love her. Let's see. And then Stephanie James, my sister, I love to watch them too. Pure comedy. Huge fan of their channel. See, that's what I'm talking about. Regal Mystique. As y'all can see, it is nighttime. So after digging that trench, it beat me up. I ended up taking a longer break than normal. So as y'all can see, family back. The bugs are out. Man, and it's time to relax. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Got a little fire going. Mew says, hey, y'all, even when you ain't got money, you can at least get something done. There's so many projects. As nice as it is and as nice as it sounds to have some order to all the projects, depending on the resources, some days some order of them projects will swap and change. But got something done. Also, I like the sound of crickets. I didn't know I had any out here. I'll take it. Y'all see all these? You see all these ants again? These flying ants attacking me? It's because I got this light. But I also want this light so y'all can see me. Here, how about that? There we go. Y'all can see me. But we're gonna go ahead and conclude the video right here. Hey, don't forget to check out our homestead homies. The link is in the description, and as usual, you'll see them rolling up the screen. Don't forget to check them out. One thing I learned is Young and Flourishing hit their year on off grid. Hit a year. Go check them out. That's a lot of experience. In my opinion, it's a lot of experience because just my couple of months, sheesh, y'all seen it. Last video, lots of experience. And I also want to do another quick shout out. I was sitting and meditating and thinking about our transition. You know how sometimes you sit and you think about how you got here, right? And I just think about the situation with our home in Chicago before selling it and how that's when I really got introduced to carpentry skills. And I want to give a big shout out to my buddy's business. Simakaya's business is called, I'm sorry, they is screaming up in the, can y'all hear them? Alright. I'm joking. And it should be winding down. But anyway, as I was saying, big shout out to a Look Ahead handyman service out of Lansing. My brother Simakaya Israel, he came over and it was going through the worst time. We was going through a really, really hard time, back in the Chicagoland area, especially dealing with our home and things of that nature. And he took time out of his days to come and just teach me the basic, simplest things, starting off with putting up drywall and drywall mudding, right? So if you're in the Lansing and Chicagoland area and you want to get a reliable handyman and one with some morals, right? Not a slickster, a Look Ahead handyman service. I'm telling you, great work. And then on top of that, just a wonderful family in general. His wife has one of the best green thumbs I've ever seen. Listen, what she did in that suburban backyard, grapes hanging off the... Y'all, again, check his business out. Fantastic, 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 good quality work. And in my opinion, y'all know me, I'm about people with integrity. Plenty of integrity. We already in a world where it's nothing but crooks and everybody's trying to get a quick dollar at anybody's expense, whether it be your health or anything. So, big shout out to them. Also shouting out One Brick at a Time. That's another handyman business that came out, and he showed me how to do doors, door frames, and replace doors and put the doors back up. Yeah, I got ants all over me, so I'm trying to do my shout outs, but I'm gonna end up concluding this real quick because they treating me like a statue out here. But One Brick at a Time, my brother Iran, my brother Yawashan, who's one of the best tailors I've ever seen in my life. That man can make a whole suit. That man can sew. You know what I mean? Just those who really came out and made it possible. And Jacob, 30 plus years of experience when it comes down to handyman and construction work. And that man has taught me quite a bit. And I'm just thinking about how the Most High really set that up, because not knowing that those same skills I learned, I'm going to be using and improving out here. So I just want to take the time and give that a shout out, taking a walk down memory lane and just being grateful for things. So with that, hey, follow the Homestead homies. Okay, y'all see I'm fighting these things. I'm finna wrap this up. They drive me crazy. But hey, peace out.